favorite car here this evening? Car. Yeah, sorry. What's that? Yes. Yes. What's your favorite car? Your favorite car. Your favorite car gone? Say it again. What say your favorite car gone? Yeah, you know, Marco. What say your favorite car? Sorry, what was your son's favorite car? Me, you like trucks. Truck name and Jeeps. Yeah, what you got? Can I set an outload? Next thing you know, you take my XC63 and everybody looking for XC63. I don't know who that is. What? Yeah, man. Before we shake it, mics, one of the drivers that we did not get to introduce this evening. We got driving the, I won't call it Candy Green, but I don't let it green up because you could drink. How old are you is? He's 17. Nah. Conrad, you hold tight. You hold tight. You hold tight. Wait. Yeah, Batman. I got a 17-year-old driving. I got a 17-year-old driving a Sherman that older than me.
Put your hand on your head, can be speed. Hold it tight. Right now, Lynch is making some clean runs. John is onto his last barrel. Did have a fumble, but he's doing great. And he's off. So Justin Lynch with that win. And shout out to the Honda SDK. He is now in third place. So we are hitting the finals. We've got Conrad in our green. All right, of course, Knuckles is giving us a bit of entertainment in between there. Smoke and vibes. What's that? Come now. All right. Listen, you can't have Wrap Your Ride without a bit of vibes from Knuckles. But on the line is going to be Conrad in the green. Green Sherman, just 17 years old and taking the lead in the dexterity matchups here this evening at Bushy Park for Rep Your Ride, Rep Your Region. The most insane drift showdown of the year. It's coming at just the right time as well. It's all about high speed drifting, and we've got both local and regional rivals competing non-stop in one of the most epic motorsports here in the country. And of course, all roads lead here to Barbados. So if you are not here and you're taking in the live, then you're doing a good thing because it's been epic from the start of the evening. Showcasing some of the amazing features, sustainable racing. As the evening drawn, I feel we have a lot of car fans here, so it's only right if I ask a few of them, some of their favorite vehicles from the evening. So tell me, can you tell me one of your favorite cars, the races that you saw, the pairings that you saw this evening?
I'm more into trucks actually.
So how are you? I feel like maybe you'll transition to cars now.
Nah. there's some trucks over on the other side. Um, showcasing, how clean they are and stuff. I took a look at those. They're pretty nice. Cars as well, but trucks. Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave it. How do you feel about off-roading? Because we also have some amazing off-road vehicles just parked off in the middle of the track, showing their support and showing off their vehicles. What about if would you switch to probably like a Jimny or a Jeep?
Well, I had a front.
It's all about, pairing all of it together. The vibes over in the stands are immaculate. They're truly enjoying the host over there. There are giveaways happening and everything in between food, drinks, party vibes. I feel like this should be, the standard as we carry on for independence. This is a great way to celebrate our culture and the talent here in Barbados. He just asked if Black men just cheat, right? And I'm not even going to get into that conversation with him, but I feel like we have a lot of representation here this evening. I heard St. Vincent, I heard Barbados, I heard Trinidad and Tobago. Respect to the fans, they came out to support their drivers, their country. So for speed drifting, we're going to have the speed drift round one, round two, and we're also going to have tandem drift session. And after that, we're going to find out all our official winners and trophies are going to be presented. So stay tuned to the live, stay locked on as we take you down for Rep Your Ride, Rep Your Region 2025. So we've had a lot of favorite cars and favorite races by the spectators. You know, I'm an evil girl through and through, but we gotta give it to the Charmant who won this evening. And was there a favorite race between two cars you had this evening?
I would say the time trials with the Eclipse. That was really nice to see. The John Smurf and St. Vincent.
Fantastic. Yeah, that was a very good run. An epic run this evening. The speed drifting is going to kick off with what we have slated is 18 drivers. We're going to see how that goes as the evening goes on. But coming up, we also have the Alex Rampasag in the Nissan S14 from Trinidad. Looking out for that. We're definitely look out for Juman and his Evo 7 from Barbados. And we're going to keep an eye out for Rajiv from Trinidad as well. And Trey, you know, I'm pretty sure a couple of them did their thing over in Grenada. And the energy, good vibes, and competition continues here in Barbados. From what's in front of me, so we have some Nissans lined up, some BMWs, and we also have an Altiza in the running along with the Evo. So we do have some great cars lined up for the speed drifting competition. Again, a good shout out to the drivers, the media, the spectators, the supporters, the fans, everyone who came out to support at Bushy Park this evening. On the course is still the courtesies, electric vehicle, all the bells and whistles that you could need. Be sure to check them out. They are a title sponsor of this event this evening. Only 70. Represented this evening is Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago, and USA. They're giving away tires, and also if you are here, be sure to participate in all of the giveaways, all of the energy that's happening, plus a valet service. That's where you saw some of the races. There was money, I believe, being given away, so this is definitely the event to be at. If you are a lover of motorsports, this is for you. If you can hear the revving, the engines are warming up, drivers are stretching their fingers. When we hit that drifting, it's all about commitment to the line, the angles, and keeping the proximity right. They're doing donuts, really just showing out their skills on the track. I think we've got some practice runs that are going to be happening down for the speed drift. So they're going to take their turns just practicing on the course. So just a quick pause before the practice begins. But this is going to be practice round for the speed drifting round. We've got drivers from Barbados, Trinidad, Tobago, US with a little Trini in 'em, and more. We're looking for strong entries, good angles, and they're definitely watching for those transitions in and out of the course. We want it smooth, clean, tight, and really committing to the drift, really committing to that angle. their off practice run. Look at him. Smoke committing to those angles. Holding is all about holding that. Remember, these are just practice runs, but they're doing a fantastic job so far. Smoke, speed, precision. How are we liking it so far? And drifting without the smoke. We love it. Committing to the turns, he's coming around. Aim is not to touch those cones, and he's doing a fantastic job. Look at him go. All right. He's taking those corners nicely. Remember, these are just the practice rounds, but they're showing off their skills regardless. Really taking those angles, even in the practice run. Other people holding their heads. It's coming to the corner. Committing to those angles. All right, fantastic run there. And there goes a cone, but this is just a practice round. All right, taking that cone, turn tight. And the next car is taking the track. They're really getting those practice turns, holding the angles, making sure that they commit to that drift. When I tell you the drift isn't drift with all the smoke, come on, show us the action. We're here at Bushy Park for the Rep Your Right, Rep Your Region Speed Drift Competition. Look at that clean. Okay. The crowd is really enjoying this. And they're wrapping the regions. We've got Trinidad and Tobago in his windows, flags, a floating smoke going. Taking those corners. Woo! Speed, precision, everything we're looking for. And this is just the practice round. Imagine what they have for us when the competition starts. On to the next leg. And our next corner is coming up. Ooh. There's a turn. A pretty tight corner there. But that, ladies and gentlemen, what a show. And this is just the practice. Keep your eyes peeled as the life goes on. Rep your riders, see their skills. And we're off for the next practice run. Onto the course he goes. This is one of our Evos, Evo 7. This looks like it could be Juman. Whoa. And he's on for the next turn. Now that's a drift. Ooh. Coming up to a very tight turn. And he takes the course. All right. All right. Another one taking the course. These practice rounds are really having the crowd amped up. On to his next turn. A bit, that's some dirt, but it is the practice round. So you can get 12 drifting points. So you're going to lose some points if you miss those turns. You really got to keep that precision because every deviation is a point missed. We have to give a shout out to all of the sponsors here tonight. Subline Prince, Red Lines, Drew Base Productions, Seven Trevor and Today's, Javon Designs, Barrel House, Las Esco, of course, Bushy Park, and Aquila Designs. It's all about rep your ride, drift, rep your region. You also have to shout out GAC from Courtesy.
I want to ask a question. I want to ask a question. Where you from? You're from Trinity. Let me ask you another question. Where all you come from with these vehicles? Let me ask you another question. Where you find so much Nissan from? I see. So you got a lot of RD 28s and uh, nah, sorry, I can't talk to you. Yes, man, not Czech Republic. La 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 la. Carry on. Czech Republic. Tumbo in Bigo, Lache, I got 2G. I've seen Toyota keyword. Barbados. GAFC. What you pulling there? Thinking we're supporters this evening in Montreal. Pulling there. What are you doing? Why are you checking? Where you from? Where you from? There's a what? That. I can let you know, right? What is the BMW and the AC Super? Okay. That was time you bought the ASL. Use the plug. I know. I try to plug it. Updated versions of it. Oh, we can find the business. Let me see. Got you. What? I realize right you don't need to get a lot of heat these days. They got put AC in here. So me money get AC so what? Where you gonna move up? You're too far from you. Let me see. See, you got the other one. You got the other one here. Use one of the GSC. You're one of theirs. I guess it is right. Ladies, that right money. Don't follow him. Like my brother, let me out.
All right, tonight on the line, we've got high-speed drift entries. Smoke is going to be thick, engines are going to be loud, and the energy will be off the charts. On the line, we have Kristen Hines. That's right, with a BMW, E46. Speed drifting. The engines will be loud, the energy will be off the charts. Wrap your ride, wave your flag, and make your noises. Let's get into the madness of drifting. And they are off. Taking and committing to that corner. Smoke in action, that was a clean run on to the next corner. Tight corner coming up. And that was a clean run by Kristen Hines. Keep that energy going. The vibes are high here. And now for the replay. Clean run by Kristen Hines. And we're getting ready for the next run. This is a speed drift competition. And they're off. repping Barbados, that was Alec Curtin in the BMW E46. Check that replay. He hit those corners. Had a bit of fumble, but he's going great. And as he took that turn, and on the line we've got Rajiv. Next, we've got Rajiv in a Nissan 13.5. Representing Trinidad. Wrapping both Barbados and Trinidad in his flags. He's got nerves of steel as he takes those corners. Onto another tight corner. And that's off. Just want to double check that he's okay. That's Richie, crowd favorite, and he's back on course. He's going to finish out. Okay, and he's given the nod that he is okay, and he's taking his right off course. All is well here. You know, it's all about precision and taking those corners. You've got to keep your wits about you. Those corners are tight, but it's still speed. It's all about the energy. He came out the gate fantastic, but he did hit that barrel. Committed to the corners. Next up is Savio on the line. Savio Walcott from Barbados. Bated breath as he comes out those turns and into a tight corner. Committed to that angle, and he's off. Remember, they've got to hit the points on the course. And he took a smooth turn, committing to that corner, and he's up next. A fantastic run there by Savio Walcott. Going to hit that quick replay. Look at him taking those turns with confidence, nerves of steel. And we're off for our next car. And Yuri is on the course. Toyota Altiza. Spectators are watching with bated breath as he takes the corner. Yes, applause. Epic run from Yuri Scott. All right, and we are off. We've got Jerron White. He's coming in with his BMW 535. Jerron White. On his run. And in order, we had Alec Curtin, we had Retrieve Skirt, Savio Walcott, Yuri Skirt, then Jerron White. We're waiting on the line. We're going to see who's next up. We've got Tafil Juman on the line in his Evo 7. Yes, Tafil. Bringing the smoke, bringing the speed. Remember, along with the speed and accuracy, you've got to hit that course correctly. He's onto the corner. And the corner, the epic corner, and that was Tafil Juman on the course, finishing out his run. On the line, we've got Roger Hutchian coming in strong with his entry. Taking that corner like a pro. We've got Nerves of Steel and bringing the smoke. Committing to those corners. Smoke Glory Lover Party. And he's out into the next corner. He's hitting that really tight corner. Came around there. Decision. We'd have to watch the replay to make sure he did. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Roger Hutchian. Gonna check his replay. We're gonna head into the second round, but an epic replay there by Roger Hutchian. I think our riders are truly enjoying their runs tonight. On the line, we have Christian Heinz back on the line for round 2. Round 1 was clean. We had 1 or 2 out the bounds and fumbles, but mostly great skill coming out from the drivers. We had Trinidad and Barbados repped here. All right, so we've got Christian Heinz back on the line, taking for round 2, coming in with a strong opening and committing to his lines. To the corner. Taking that tight corner. Another great run there from Christian Heinz. Short option off smoke galore. The crowd is excited. Fantastic run there. Epic movements. Strong energy, powerful. Powerful runs. By Alec Curtin, he came in strong. Now that's angle. Watch him smooth coming off. Now the gate into the corner. Judges are watching all these transitions. The crowd goes wild. Into that tight corner. And that is showmanship, full turn, and the crowd goes wild, ladies and gentlemen. That is Alec Curtin. Epic replay there for him. He hit those corners. Of course, we still have to wait for that final. But look at the crowd. They are enjoying that performance. That is showmanship. Now that is drift madness here at Rep Your Ride at Bushy Park. Yes, that was Alex Rambusong. Epic run there, and the crowd once again goes wild. Showmanship. We've got Christopher Joseph from Trinidad on the line. Strong entry. And he's pulling great corners in his NS15. He's coming into that corner. And that was Christopher Joseph making his run on the course for our Drift Madness Speed Drift. We'd have to check those replays. Did he hit those barrels? Did he hit where he was supposed to? We're going to listen out for those results later. Next up, we've got Savio Walcott on the line, and he's coming out the gate. Coming out of the tight course into the corners. Remember, it's all about precision. It's all about precision with your speed. It's coming into that tight corner. little bit of a show there from Savio Walcott. And now the course with a party and some smoke. Let's see how he did. The crowd goes wild. They're truly enjoying this show here today. That was Savio Walcott in the BMW E46. Reggie's on the line. Taking the course, wrapping the flags as it goes. Pay attention to those corners. It's a bit of a stall there. Recovering and coming out the course. A run there from Rajiv Suchet. We're going to check those replays. Jimin is really showing out. Tight corners up next. All right, and he's recovering. That was Tafel Juman, crowd favorite here. The Evo 7 all-wheel drive. right, and the next car is out the gate. Did you run right? Coming into the corner. All right, and we've got Rico and his Lancer on the line. And he's out the gate. Get it back to the course. First corner. Giving a bit of a show as Rico leaves the course. Remember, we're in the second round. For the Wrap Your Ride, Wrap Your Region Drift Madness event. We've had great runs so far, some ups, some downs. Of course, we have to wait for the final results to see who comes out on top. In our round two, we have Christian Hines Christopher Joseph, Savio Walcott, Rajiv Suchet, Juran Wright, Juran White, sorry. And we also had Rico. Correction here, we have Alex Ramfashon doing his first run. Alex is repping from Trinidad. He's hailing with a Nissan S14. Strong entrance, and he's hitting his curves. Ram. Super. Hailing from Trinidad in the Nissan S14.
Big up Randy Roy, 20, 25. Big up Russell, big up Kim, and the whole Randy Roy team for a lovely event, man. Bring the family outside, man. Big family event, right? You know, tomorrow we head over to the highway for the finals for the bad drivers as well. Over in the bell.
Excellent runs by our drivers, repping both from Barbados and Trinidad. And on the line, we have Yuri Scott. That was just a quick in and out. Next up, they're going to head back over to Dexterity. It's been an amazing run so far. You've seen some of the epic replays. We had Kristen Hines, Alec Curtin, Rajiv Suchet, Savio Walcott, Juran White, Tafil Juman, Roger Hutchin, that's Roger Hutchian, sorry. We had Alex Christopher, Rico, and more. We're going to go over to some Dexterity as the gentlemen get to showcase more of their epic skills here at Rep Your Ride 2025 at Bushy Park, Barbados. go for dexterity. First place. We'll look out for the results at the end to see who's up first, second, and third. Taking on the final part of the course. It's more about dexterity. We're going to get the final results. And he finished off the course. That's Conrad in your green. Chamont.
The celebration was on the outside today. On the line right about now, we got the third place run coming at you. We got Duran White.
doing his victory third place lap. Really showing off his skills here at Bushy Park, taking his corners. Maybe he should stick to dexterity as he heads back and on the course, really giving the spectators a show. Definitely showing off the skills, giving a show. But it's on to speed drifting again. They're going to set back up for the speed drifting as they continue on the evening. That was a dexterity finals. We're going to look out for those final results. Those angles from above, really showing the skill. This was a third place run. Epic views from our drone shots. Definitely a shout out to True Base Productions on the visuals and videography here. We've got 11th position, Rico Jones.
position. Germany BMW on 78 points. On 78 points, Germany BMW, you know that they're for reason, man. Christian Heinz. It is not Toyota, it is a BMW, but nonetheless, it is Toyota. Well, but you know what? You know what it first.
All right, and we are here at Bushy Park for Rep Your Ride, Rep Your Region, Drift Madness, and the scores are in. We have Alec Curtin, Kristen Hines, and Salvio Walcott taking the lead. We're going to start from all of our drivers. Have been doing a fantastic job. Rico Jones in 11th, Tafel Juman in 10th, Alex Rampushag in 9th, Christopher Joseph in 8th. We have Rajiv Shuet in 7th, Jaren White in 6th, Yuri Scott in 5th, Roger Hutchian in 4th, and taking 3rd place with 62 points, we have Savio Walcott with our BMW E46. Second with 78 points, that's Christian Hines. And another BMW, and taking the first place this evening with 81 points, Alec Curtin. And another BMW E46 sweeping this evening's dexterity races as the night went out. Great runs, great participation from all of our drivers so far this evening. Shout out to all of the sponsors, all of the drivers, all of us supporting the drivers, the fans, and the spectators, mechanics, and all persons involved. Of course, shout out to our media. We have Drew Base Productions on the stream. We've been here at Bushy Park for Rep Your Ride, Rep Your Region. We have Barbados, Trinidad being represented, Tobago, USA, and of course on the 59th day of independence, and we're also celebrating being a republic and the president being installed today. This is a great day to be outside, a great day to be here to see the great skill in driving in this motorsport here at Barbados. Rep Your Ride at Bushy Park. Shout out to all the sponsors once again, and stay tuned as we take you down for the rest of speed drifting this evening. Of course, they're going to bring the energy, the engines are going to be loud, the smoke is going to be blazing, and the energy is going to be high here at Bushy Park, Barbados. Our speed drifting round. Look at him take it. The smoke is blazing out there. He's heading into the corner. Remember, it's not just about finishing the course. You have to finish it right. And he's coming into the tight corner here. Is he going to hit it? We're going to check those replays. And there we go. Another epic run for Roger Hutchian for our speed drifting round. Into that turn. Right, we're hoping he's okay. He's taking the course as he goes. We're gonna have to double check on him. He came straight out the course. That is Ishmael Laming.
You good? Hello, you. Lowy is Lowy. Russell, you like a play a song? Well, I thought that was what you were supposed to do. Like a play a song?
And we're hitting that replay is Ishmael Laming taking the course. He did have some hiccups there, but so is the sport. On the line, we have Tafel Juman taking the course. Coming in strong, maybe a bit too strong. He's hitting the speed, he's hitting the drift. It still has to do it accurately. Still has to bring the precision. Checking on him, and he's going again. Oh dear, and he's off the course. A rough right there from Juman. Tafili's been doing a great job all night, but he's showing out a bit, saying he's going to go out. If he's going to go out, he's going to go out in style. Ladies and gentlemen, Motorsports. We're here at Wrap Your Right Barbados have the wonderful Bushy Park. That was Tafil Juman, one of the contestants here this evening in the speed drift competition. Next we have Alex. Alex Ransbaum is on the line. And he's out, coming in strong. Alex is killing it in the Nissan S14. Hailing from Trinidad. Oh, and there he goes. Seems to maybe potentially stuck. Let's see if he gets out of the pit. All right, and yes, he is stuck. So that was his run for Alex. He came out strong, but he did end up. That is the corner there that gets a lot of people. But he is there, stuck a bit. So they're going to have to make some recovery efforts there as they hold. We had Roger Hutchian so far, Ishmael Laming, Tafil Juman, and now Alex hailing from Trinidad. Is this our first stick of the night? But we've got our big boys coming to the rescue. I think this is my favorite color. It's all in the sport. Now Alex was really making his name known even on social media. He was ready for a Rep Your Ride, and he did do a solid run in our earlier rounds. So you're going to take a quick pause here. Let's see how he went in there. He came in there pretty strong, a bit too fast, and he would have ended up in the ditch. But even before that, he came in pretty strong on the course, and he looked he was going to be a strong contestant for the evening. Now, this is what judges are looking for this evening. They have to have a strong entry. You have to keep those angles, hold tight to those corners, but you don't want to swing out. It's all about precision at the end of the day because you have to add speed in there. And it's both the driver and the machine holding nerves of steel as they go around this track. Everyone is here to make their mark at the Rap Your Ride. We're rapping your region. Drift Madness competition here 2025 at Bushy Park, Barbados. Celebrating 59 years of independence here in Barbados. A perfect time for us to truly be showing our skill. And he's going to finish out the course as they pulled him out. I think he's just going to take his lap out. You're going to just watch to see what happens here. But persons are truly just taking in all the action, true motorsport lovers. And we know that this is all part of the game. One little move and you could end in the ditch. But a good run nonetheless from Alex. Took second in the dexterity competition with 78 points. So we're going to see how they do in the speed drifting competition. Seems like we have a quick pause here, but persons are out supporting the drivers, the cars, the sponsors, the supporters, and I think we are about ready for Christian Hines to take the course. All right, and we're ready on the track. pure region drift madness, and that was absolute madness there on the track. We're going to double check and see the scores at the end of the evening, but after taking second in the dexterity, let's see how it goes. But for one, the crowd is loving it and everyone is enjoying the vibes here at Bushy Park. Let's hit that replay and see just how he did, coming in strong. Holding it tight. We're going to see if he did that right. And he's coming in, coming out strong. Ladies and gentlemen, Alec Curtin takes a fantastic twirl. There's donuts galore. Smoke, energy vibes, and giving the crowd exactly what they want. This is motorsports. What ride are you repping? What region are you repping? The speed drifting competition continues here. And we have our next driver on the line. See how he did, but again, coming out the barrel and really giving the crowd a show. Final records would tell. Next car is on the course, and he's out the line in a fury. We've got Rajiv Suchit on the course, taking his corners. coming into the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, Rajiv Suchet taking his run at the speed drifting competition. Adding some flair, adding some fancy, ladies and gentlemen. That was Rico Jones taking the course. we're getting ready with Christopher Joseph on the line.
Seeing that you walked down that lane, you were in Manchester, you did it fine. I thought you was doing fine. But, no. Seeing that you saw like an Inter Milan man or Inter Milan, child, boy, you ain't gonna championship. Can't win nothing. No, it's like, Tunisia, so, ain't nothing for you. You can't win nothing.
We've been having some epic runs tonight. So far, we'd have Roger Hutchian, Ishmael Lamming to Phil Juman, Alex, and then he did his rerun. Kristen Hines, Alec Curtin, Savio Walcott, Rajiv, Rico Jones, Yuri, and we had a replay with Alex, and Christopher Joseph was on the line and did his run. Sorry, is set to do his run. And we're ready with Christopher Joseph line. Coming in strong. Judges are looking for speed and precision. And you must hit your marks. Coming into the corner. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, Christopher Joseph. Another run. We're going to see those replays in a minute. look at him go. That angle. About those goals coming in the straight, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan White. And that was the end of our third round. We're going into our fourth round. And making his mark here on the course. Many are familiar with the name. And we're heading into round 4. Out that third round with Rico Jones, Alex on his repeat, Christopher Joseph, and Jordan White. As they go, if I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out wild. Wrapping from Trinidad. Re-repping in the region. He's going to reset and come again. Congrats. Our run there from Ricky from Trinidad. He started out with a lot of power. And we have our next racer on the line, getting ready to drift. The course, engines and smoke ablaze. Next up, we have Christopher on the line for our round 4.
Hold a second. The driver is ZN176. ZN176. You got someone block 10. ZN176. It's a white Toyota van. Please. Yo. Who's Russell? Crank the news out. Oh, okay. ZN176, please move in, Benito, please. Someone please. Yo. The girl over here is Shirley Ashley. I want to see your government name. Yo, you got Charlie how we can be cursing? Show some love and respect. You ain't find me saying no what you mean? Some boys who do this. Not the boy down there. I share right. Kidden. My kidden. Kidden. Let you know no right. That man Terry last. How's the girlfriend? His girlfriend can drink better than him. When you're competing, kidden. Oh, sorry, you got a wife. That's so working, man. Working, man. Working in the world, man. Keep the door. Come on, use your voice, man. Nah, my voice ain't reading. Cam got other business to do. She ain't right, but, you know, everybody got business. Okay, there's somewhere? Me? You want you?
Christopher on the line and out the gate. Goes now his run. That was Christopher Joseph.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to repeat that. 176. Either one that and 176. Manuel. Manuel Nita. You sure? You sure? Don't be shaming if you go make it known.
So what's up, standby?
Just making sure because if she right woman going for top to see it, making sure she get home maybe more.
And Christian Hines is out the gate, taking the course. Man and machine working in tandem. Leading out the gate, once again giving an epic performance. That's Christian Hines taking second before in the dexterity and speed drift here at Bushy Park. Another fantastic run. Engines blazing, smoke galore. The fans and the spectators are enjoying every second of it. Let's hit that replay. A smoke show worthy of the place and really hitting his mark as he went through. Run at the course, rounding out round 4. Power right out the gate. Coming into our corners. And he's coming in. Ladies and gentlemen, Alec Curtin. Victory run there, just showing off. Giving a bit of sport there for the spectators with full smoke party and parade behind him. What is the sport? This is motorsport. This is the epic. This is Drift Madness. This is what we came to see. A full show, full Full skills on display.
I don't know if I say to you or kid, but I'll be independent. I'll be redundant here.
We've got Yuri Scott on the line. That blue Toyota Altiza we love to see. Oh dear. He did come with a bit of power, having to recover and come back through. Looks he's going to try to hit that course again. He's got to be precise. And he's coming into the corner. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your blue streak in the night, it's Yuri Scott.
After these next two runs, we got the tandem coming at you, which means you run this like Kevin Jones. You drinking? Are you done? Are you tree? We got Jurin, Ravi, Kimar, and Jurin. Redmount, wait, now you got children. You got children though, so you can't drink. You drink it this time. What we need to do is get
Holding your breath as he comes around to hit those marks. And there was that fault there. On the line of wrapping his region, we've got Rajiv Sujat. He's been holding down the fort for the flag guy of the evening with the both flags in the corner.
You know what? I have never met a respond that don't drink. Wait, sorry, we got children. Sorry, HR, I can't let you say that over here.
And he took the straight, just giving a little bit of a party. Recovering after a bit of a stall earlier. We're loving every second of it here at Rep Your Ride Barbados 2025. If you're tuning in and staying tuned in, who are you repping? Which is your ride? What country? What energy are you holding on to? What car? We have had great drivers here this evening. It's not just the man, it's also the machine. Really showing their skills. The mechanics have been taking care of them as they finished up their runs. Persons on the course doing a fantastic job, just keeping everything in check. In check, that is. And all the countries are equally supported and repped here because we are one big family. And motorsport is one of those things that brings everybody together. From dexterity to speed drifting, we've had great drivers here. I think we have a few more drivers before we hit that. We shift to tandem. Yes, I saw what I did there. But we finished up with Yuri Scott, that Toyota Altiza. Before we had Juman Ricky Savio we had Kristen, and we had Alec. We also had Christopher Joseph with his Nissan S15. We've had some great runs. Early in Dexterity, BMW took the lead with top 3 spots. It's not just the man, as I said, it is also the machine. But the drivers make it. Stay locked as we continue down with the rest of the runs. And then we head into tandem. And finally, we're going to get that trophy / presentations to the winners of this evening's epic. Rep your ride. We're also repping your region. Pure Drift Madness. And Rajiv Suchit is out of the box. Flags are flying, engines are blazing. Making sure he's lined up to take his marks properly. Corner. And he's getting ready as he comes into the corner. We're all looking forward. Look at those angles. A smoke show. Epic drifting, committing to those angles. Ladies and gentlemen, rapping from Trinidad, that's Rajiv Suchit. Giving the people just what they want. We're going to wait for those final results later. We've had, again, amazing runs as we go through. I'm sure there's so many supporters here, so many motorsport lovers who've just come, and probably many other drivers who have not joined the competition tonight, but they're all here to show their support from both Barbados and Trinidad. We definitely, I can't believe we missed it, but I know there's a birthday. So if you're celebrating your birthday today, happy birthday to you. And we're getting ready for the first line. All right, and we've got Roger Hutchins. That's Roger Hutchins taking the course. Let the cards speak for themselves. As he goes, committing to that angle, smooth. Alrighty, some recovery to do, but he's taking it on. And into that corner. That's what we're looking for. The judges are really paying attention here. Smoke, engine power, and he's moving out as he finished out. A great win there. That was a Roger Hutchins. Let's catch that epic replay. And here we go, Roger. With his replay coming in with power and smoke. Better precision. Yeah, that's smooth. And we've got Juran White taking his run. Your Midnight Speedster. A run there by Juran White in his BMW. Rico Jones is on the course. And he's coming into the corner. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Rico Jones. Driving a Lancer. Into tandem, side by side. It's about precision. They've got to get it right, and there they go. It's easy to do it as one, but as two, they've really got to keep that rhythm. Got to keep their angles tight. And here they are coming into the corner. This one can be tricky, but let's see how they do.
That looked pretty.
And they held their own as they come in and they finish off. Fantastic run there by the... And that was a bit too much, but definitely brought power, brought the speed, brought the angles, brought the precision. See them move. Welcome to the tandem round. Moments like that are what we live for here in the Wrap Your Ride. What ride are you wrapping? That was in tandem. A great start, some upsets. However, they really finished off with a great show. Shut up by Alex. So we have got our Altiza and a BMW. They've got to keep those angles. They've got to keep it tight. And they're coming into the corners. Look at them go. All right. Can you feel that power? That's right, that's what we're looking for. You can't come here and not have a fantastic time. We're having a great show here at Wrap Your Ride. We are in the tandem round.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's no...
Driving with precision on your own. Now you are paired with a car and you have to handle those angles with someone else in mind. You've got to hold it, be in sync, and maintain that precision.
Moving together.
Look at them go. Could have had tighter angles, but look at them.
You look like somebody that belongs on Wrap Your Ride. Let me borrow you a minute. But I want Wrap Your Ride ladies, so I ain't gonna let you out. Hey. Miss Daniel? I'm on Australia. Oh, Jesus, please. You know, I have mercy on this blessed day.
Look at the bus coming to the corner.
The drive the 86. You want some boy follow you in tandem, or you good? You sure? As long as they're right there. Who has got insurance? But how you could do that? You see, yeah. I got faith in wait a minute. We got the track clear, tandem number 3. So You see all you right now on the outside? You still got the giveaway coming from GAC. You get 4 tires free and a free car wash.
Put in mud now.
All right then. I like that. One more, probably one more run, and then we gonna do our trophy presentation before we take our leave. Let's see, gentlemen. Yeah, we got a last one. I want bad boy beat this one. Give me that. Dun, dun.
Horse.
Alright, baby, I want speed, walk quick. I want to get in. I want to get in. Let go when you're ready. But whenever I get there, just let go. I move it. Ladies and gentlemen, for this run, right about now, we're going to have our trophy presentation. Who would be the winners of the speed drift, winners of the dexterity, winners in general this evening. We got hats, a lot of giveaways, and we still got the GAC 4 tires and a free car wash.
Next, we have to look out for the winners of the speed drift. epic smoke show. All right, all right, all right.
Different class for that.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Jerome is being. Yeah, let me talk. Jerome, where are you? What are you doing? La, we got Rocky coming. You know, I feel I can do it for 1 hour. Javon, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I got faith in my competitors. Mama keys. So we got to
some light racing by the humans on foot, not the cars, just some racing by the humans for some giveaways and entertainment over for the spectators to be involved in all that's happening. And we had a fantastic tandem show for all of the participants. We had about 2 tandem runs. One was so in sync and gave us curls in our toes. At the end of this night, if you weren't a sports lover and you aren't by the end of this night, then are you really? And look at the parade of our cars coming through. All the epic cars moving in tandem, hitting those corners, giving you an amazing show. Line by line, mark by mark. Barbados, Trinidad, represented here tonight at the Wrap Your Ride. Ride by ride by ride, watch them go. Hit those corners. An amazing course. This is what they live for. Coming into that corner, look at the proximity, look at that precision. Oh, they're really putting their energy out there. Hold my breath for 2 minutes. Still got to be precise. Really giving a show on the course here at Bushy Park. I've got the crowd screaming. I've got the energy here. An epic run by those involved. You could not end it any better. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Wrap Your Ride, Wrap Your Region, Barbados, Trinidad, Tobago, USA, Trinidad, here at Bushy Park, Barbados. Shout out to all of the title sponsors, all of the drivers, all of the racers, all of the mechanics and supporters involved. This has been an epic ride. Did you wrap your ride? Did you choose a winner tonight? We had some wins in the dexterity round, and we have those. If you missed it earlier from dexterity earlier, we had Alec Curtin in first, Kristen Hines in second, and Savio Walker taking third. With all BMW's E46, I think they took the lead for that night. And then we have the speed drifting round and the tandem round. We're going to look out for all of the results from that segment. But ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to stay tuned for all of the information and all of the results later. Follow the pages. Shout out to all of the drivers. If you know them, give them a thumbs up. Give them a big nod and big up to everybody that was involved. G-Race Productions on the media. Shout out to all the media involved. It was an epic Wrap Your Ride, Wrap Your Region. This was pure drift madness. And they're just taking it for fun. We're going to leave you to enjoy the cars, the vibes, and the energy as they come down in tandem ×3. They've got to be precise. They've got to be clear. Who will take the crown? Drift madness, ladies and gentlemen. Drift, drift, Drift. Drift. This is Barbados drift. Look at Tokyo drift. This is Barbados drift. Barbados drift. Trinidad drift. They're going to hit the corner, test them with the proximity, test them with the position. Look at coming through, look at them. Smoke galore, inches pumping. If you weren't here, you're missing a fantastic run of epic skills, machines, and men. Wrap your ride 2025.